students. Today we are going to see the remaining problems in solution lesson. That is, now we are going to see the 39th problem. The air is a mixture of number of gases. Yes, we know air means mixture of gases. Now the major component are oxygen, that is the maximum amount is, major component is oxygen and nitrogen with appropriate proportion of 20% to 79%. Oxygen 20 means this is 79, like that. By volume, in volume, temperature 298 Kelvin, that is at 25 degrees Celsius. Yes. The water is in equilibrium with air at a pressure of 10 atmosphere. 10 atmosphere. At 298 Kelvin, Henry's law. Henry's law we know, no? Partial pressure of the gas is equal to, that directly proportional to mole fraction of the solute. Yes, constant for oxygen and nitrogen is, Henry's constant is nothing but KH. So, percentage shows 100. Total number of moles is 100. Oxygen 20, 79% means nitrogen is present in 79 out of 100. Here the Henry's law constant is KH. For oxygen is this one and nitrogen is this one. Calculate the composition. That means amount. So, we will calculate the mole fraction. How much amount is present there. So, first we have to write the given details. What is that? What are the details given here? Total pressure is 10 atmosphere. And the number of moles of oxygen is 20%, no? So, 20 oxygen overall, 100. Total number of moles is 100. Number of moles of nitrogen is 79. And KH, Henry's constant for oxygen is this and nitrogen is this one. What are the formulas we are going to use here? This is the Henry's law. This is the Henry's law. So, for this is a partial pressure. First we must know, to calculate the mole fraction, we must know the remaining two values, no? So, here the partial pressure can be written as individual number of moles by total number of moles into total pressure. So, now we are going to see the solution for this one. First, we have to calculate the partial pressure of oxygen and nitrogen. So, the partial pressure of oxygen, partial pressure means, now only we see the formula, no? Individual number of moles of oxygen, 20. Total moles, 100. Into total pressure, 10. So, while substituting all these and cancel the possible values, we get to atmosphere. Now, we are going to convert atmosphere into mm of mercury. That means 1 atmosphere is equal to 76 mm of mercury, because it is given in mm, no, Henry's constant is given in mm. So, we are going to convert the pressure also into mm from atmosphere. How will you convert the atmosphere into mm? By multiplying this into 760. So, the partial pressure of oxygen is 1520 mm. Next one, partial pressure of N2. Same formula. Number of moles of N2 by total moles into total pressure. So, to convert the atmosphere into mm, multiply by 760. So, the mm value is like this. Now, we are going to see the composition of oxygen and nitrogen dissolved in water. Formula for calculating the mole fraction is by using the Henry's law. First, we are going to calculate the oxygen. Partial pressure of oxygen is equal to KH into mole fraction of O2. To calculate the mole fraction, partial pressure by KH. So, now the mole fraction is equal to partial pressure by KH. Partial pressure is 1520. KH value is this. By substituting this value, taking the log value or by calculator, we can get the 4.6 into 10 power minus 5. You must use the log only. So, xN2 is equal to, for nitrogen, partial pressure by Henry's constant. Partial pressure we already find that, no? This KH value is given. So, the mole fraction of N2 is this. This is the composition present. This, up to this, we finish the exercise questions. That is, remaining I am going to give you the homework. So, now let's enter the in-text questions. First question. Calculate the mass percentage. Mass percentage means mass of one component. That means glucose, sugar, like that. By solution. That is solvent by solution. Mass percentage of benzene and CCl4 in 22 gram of benzene dissolved in 122 gram of CCl4. This is solute then. This is solvent. You have to calculate the mass percentage for these two. Now, so that only I write like this as a one component, whether it may be solute or solvent. Yes, first I have to write the given details. No, mass of benzene is 22 gram, mass of CCl4 is 122 gram. Therefore, mass of solution is both these. 22 plus 122 equal to 144 gram. Since we need a mass of the solution, no, so mass percentage of benzene is equal to mass of benzene by mass of the solution into 100. Mass of benzene is 22. Overall solution is 144 into 100. We get this value. And how to find the CCl4? Mass of CCl4 by mass of solution into 100. That is 122. Mass of CCl4 is 122. 122 by 144 into 100. That is equal to 84.72. So this is the answer. This is a simple formula that can easily be substituted in that formula. And there is another way to calculate the mass percentage. If you know the one component means, we can able to calculate the other component. Like that mole fraction. The 2 mole fraction is equal to 1. Sum of the 2 mole fraction is equal to 1. No? Binary solution. Like that. Mass percentage of CCl4. If we know the mass percentage of solvent, we can able to solute. Solute is known means solvent we can calculate. So mass percentage of CCl4 can also be calculated as 100 minus mass percentage of C6H6 benzene. Benzene we already find no. So 100 minus this is equal to 84.72. This way also we can able to calculate this. Let's move to the 7th problem. Henry's law. We know this is the Henry's law, partial pressure. Henry's law, constant here, that means KH. For carbon dioxide in water is this one. Calculate the quantity. Quantity means amount, mass, amount. Quantity means amount, that is mass of carbon dioxide in 500 ml of soda water when packed under 2.5 atmosphere of carbon dioxide. Pressure is this. Volume is here. Temperature 298 Kelvin. First write the details. Given. Partial pressure of carbon dioxide equal to 2.5 atmosphere. It is given. Mass of the water is 500 gram. ml we are writing, we need the mass no. So in gram. Molar mass of water we know. That is H2O. 2 into 1 plus 16 equal to 18. So 18. Now we have to convert the KH value is in Pascal. Now we have to convert this into atmosphere. How will you convert this? 1 atmosphere, 1 Pascal is equal to this one. That is this one. So convert to atmosphere. We have to convert this into atmosphere no, by this into this. So by cancelling this Pascal goes out. Now we get the value in atmosphere no. So this is a constant value. Calculate the mole fraction now. Henry's formula we are going to substitute. KH is given here. We need the mole fraction no. So mole fraction is equal to partial pressure by KH. Since partial pressure is equal to KH into mole fraction, we need the mole fraction. So partial pressure by KH. Partial pressure is given. KH we find. So now the value 1 cancel these two, we get this one. Now calculation of number of moles of carbon dioxide. Number of moles. Mole fraction depends on number of moles no. Mole fraction of carbon dioxide is equal to individual number of moles by total number of moles. We need a number of moles. We didn't know though. So weight N is equal to W by M. Since N is equal to W by M. So that only we write this weight of water by this. Weight is given no 500. Molar mass is this. So N water we get. This is a solvent. Always solvent is in excess no. Since NCO2 is negligible, this can be neglected. This can be neglected. Now the formula can be written as NCO2 by NH2O. So NCO2 by NH2O. It is Mole fraction can be written as NCO2 by NH2O. We need the number of moles of carbon dioxide first. So number of moles is equal to this XCO2 into NH2O. NH2O we find, X value we also find that. So we can calculate this NCO2. We need the quantity, no? So mass. So mass N is equal to, we know N is equal to W by M. Therefore, W is equal to N into M. This is this one. N into M. So, N value we find. Here it is given. M for carbon dioxide. Molar mass of carbon dioxide. How will you calculate? 1 into 12 plus 2 into 16. That is equal to 12 plus 32. That is equal to 44. This is the 44. So, we get this value. This is the answer. We need the quantity, quantity of carbon dioxide dissolved in water, soda water. This is. So, this is the mass or quantity we find. Next one, 8th problem, that is the vapor pressure of pure liquids, that is mole fraction, can be written in liquid as well as in vapor phase. In liquid, it is represented in number of moles. But in vapor phase, it is represented as partial pressure. So now, the vapor pressure of pure liquid A and B, that means two liquids are there, liquid A and liquid B. Both of these have a vapor pressure of 450 and 700 mm at 350 Kelvin. Find out the composition. Find out the composition of the liquid, that is number of moles or mole fraction of the liquid mixture if the total pressure is 600 mm of mercury. Also find the composition of vapor. Liquid as well as in vapor we have to calculate. In liquid phase it is calculated by using the number of moles. So first let's write the given details. Vapor pressure of pure liquid A 450 and the pure liquid B 700. Total pressure is given, that is P 600. Now we have to use that is total pressure PT. You can write like that. Raoult's law. PT total pressure is equal to P naught A XA plus P naught B XB. That means 2 solutions. So XB in for binary solution. We already discussed, no? Mole fraction of XA, mole fraction of B is equal to 1. Therefore, mole fraction of B is equal to 1 minus mole fraction of A. So, instead of XB, we can write this as 1 minus XA. So, now, total pressure we know 600. P naught A 450. XA mole fraction did know. P naught B 700. 1 minus XA. Multiply this 700 and this. Plus 700 minus 700 XA. Add this 700 minus 250 XA. This minus this is 250. Here this is a 700. So remaining is minus 250 XA. Keep it there and take the minus 700 this side. Minus minus get cancelled. We need the mole fraction, no? So the mole fraction of XA, A, that is A component is 100 by, this one comes here. So 100 by 250, that is equal to 0.4. So now we find the mole fraction of XA. From this you can able to calculate the another component, that is XB, no? So what is that? Total pressure is, binary solution means two solutions A and B. So same formula, partial pressure is equal to P naught A into XA. And B is there, no? So P naught B plus into XB. We didn't know the mole fraction. So by using the binary solution we told no. So we can write this as XB is equal to 1 minus XA. Now substitute all these values. From this we can able to calculate the mole fraction of one component. So XB is equal to 1 minus XA. XA we find no 0.4. So we can get this as 0.6. Now it is in vapor phase. This is for liquid. This is for liquid phase we find. And here it is vapor phase. We have to write it in partial pressure. P is equal to P naught A into XA. PB is equal to P naught B into XB. 450, 0.4, 700, 0.6. So PA is this, PB is equal to this one. So now we can easily calculate the mole fraction of A in vapor phase. Individual moles by total. Instead of moles, we have to write the pressure. So 180 P naught A, 180 PA, 180 by 180 plus 420. So cancel all these, 6 3s are 18, 3 by 10, so 0.3. And the next is mole fraction of B. Next we are going to calculate the mole fraction of B. Mole fraction of B in vapor phase is equal to that B by A plus B. So substitute all these, add, we get the 600, cancel these, 6 7s are 42, 7 by 10, we can write this as 0.7. So this is the composition, that means amount, that is this much fraction B is present in vapor phase. That is the answer we found. And the next problem is vapor pressure of pure water at 298 Kelvin is, vapor pressure of pure water at 298 Kelvin is 23.8 mm of mercury. 50 gram of urea is dissolved in 850 gram of water. So this is the solvent, solute, and this is a solvent. Calculate the vapor pressure of water for this solution. In solution, how much vapor? Pure water is here. In solution, we have to calculate. And it's a relative lowering of vapor pressure. We also have to calculate the relative lowering of vapor pressure. Now, P naught A is nothing but pure solvent. So, formula relative lowering of vapor pressure, we already know, no? The relative lowering of vapor pressure is equal to P naught A minus PS by P naught A. That is equal to this, we know the formula. Instead of number of moles, we can write this as mass by molar mass. N is equal to W by M, no? Here W by M can goes on the numerator. So we can write like this. This is our formula. Instead of writing this is equal to this. Calculate the vapor pressure of water for this solution. For this urea solution, what is the vapor pressure we have to calculate? First write the given details. Mass of the urea 50 gram. Molar mass of urea 60 gram per mole. How will you calculate this? What is the formula for urea? NH2CO NH2. NH2CO NH2 14 into 2 hydrogen 2 into 1. Carbon 1 carbon 12. Oxygen 1 oxygen 16. So nitrogen 14. Hydrogen 2 2 into 1. While adding all these we get 60. So the molar mass of urea is 60. And that for solvent is 850 gram. That is solvent here is water. This is the given details. And the molar mass of water we know, no? That is 18. That is 18. That is H2O 2 into 1 plus 16 equal to 18. So 18, not 180, it is 18. And formula we know. P naught A minus PS by PA not equal to WB by MB into MA by WA. WB 50 is given, 18 molar mass of water. This is the molar mass of urea and this is the weight of the water. So we get this. So this whole term is equal to this one. Yes. P naught A value is 23.8. So substitute here 23.8. Take this into this side. So it becomes into 23.8. While multiplying these two, we get this value. So keep this value, take the constant to this side. Minus 0.4194. 23.8. Both these side it becomes minus, no? So cancel. We are exchanging both these. So equal to 23.3806. So PS is equal to this. We calculate the PS. Now we can able to calculate the relative lowering of vapor pressure. What is the formula for relative lowering of vapor pressure? It is nothing but the P naught A minus PS by P naught A. We know the value of P naught A. It is given 23.8. PS we find 23.38. So 23.8 subtract and find the value is 0.0176. 0.0176. And next problem we are going to say is elevation of boiling point. By using the elevation of boiling point formula, we are going to see the next problem. Depression of freezing point, yesterday we discussed, no? Similarly, this is the elevation of boiling point. So, the boiling point of water is 750 ml of mercury. TB. Water. Boiling point means TB. Solvent, no? So, TB not. In mercury is this. How much is sucrose amount we have to calculate? How much? To be added to 500 gram of water such that it boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Kb for water is this one. So, first we have to write what are the formulas we are going to use here. That is, delta TB is equal to Kb into M. What is this M then? M is equal to WB by MA into WA. WB by MA into WA. That is, delta TB is equal to TB minus B naught. TB is for solution, not means solvent. Not means solvent. TB means solution. So, we are going to use all these formula to find the amount. And the amount formula is WB equal to delta TB into MB into WA by KB. What are the details given here? Mass of water is given 500 grams. So, convert this into kilogram. 1, 2, 3 divided by 1000. So, 0.5. That is into 10 power minus 3. So, you can write like this. So, kilogram into kilogram. So, delta TB is equal to TB minus TB naught. 100 degree minus 99.63. So, Kelvin. In that K value we have Kelvin. No? Directly convert this into Kelvin. So, KB equal to given Kelvin. Molar mass of sucrose. Molar mass formula first, what is the sucrose? C12H22O11. So, solvent means B. No, solute means B. So, sucrose is our solute. So, 12 carbon is there. So, 12 into 12. Carbon atomic mass is 12. And 22 hydrogen is there. So, 22 its atomic mass is 1. 11 oxygen is there. So, 11 into oxygen atomic mass is 16. So, this is for carbon and this is for hydrogen. This is for oxygen. So, by adding all these, we get the molar mass value as 342. 342. Now, let's substitute all these values in the formula. What is our formula? WB equal to MB into delta TB into WA by KB. What is this MB? Molar mass of sucrose. Delta TB we find that no 0.37. And what does the A means? Solvent, water. In kilogram it is 0.5. KB is given. So, by substituting all these value, we get 121.7 gram. So, WB is equal to this one. So, in text question, we are going to complete. Remaining, we are going to write the homework. In 2 days, we are going to complete that remaining. Today, homework. All of you must write the PDF as well as work out the problem given. So, homework. Exercise. In exercise, question number 32, 34 and 38. In in-text question, you have to do the formula problem question number 2 and 3. Remaining in the next class. So, up to this, we completed the solution problems also. Thank you, students.